Hello everyone and welcome to... let me take my headphones off. Oh my goodness. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Chronicle, where I go over my daily life, weekly goals, and the overarching plot of my life. Speaking of which, so there's kind of updates on all of those. I don't know if that's the right thing to say. So last week was kind of crazy. To me, I mean, it seems so fresh. Last week seems so fresh, but to you guys, it'll probably be old news by the time you're watching this, because I know this isn't. You're not going to see this until like, a whole week later, because today's Monday for me. But when you're watching this, it's already Sunday. So yesterday, I technically uh came out to the rest of my family. So that's pretty cool, I guess. I got overwhelming support from my mom and my younger sister, so thank you for that. I'm still afraid of what my dad's gonna say. He hasn't said anything to me yet. I don't know if he will, but we'll see how that goes. And also, the person that I referred to and talked about in the video definitely has seen it, and I think it pissed them off a lot. They seems like either them or one of their friends made a fake account and then published or posted a comment, and then one of their friends reacted quite negatively to a comment that was on the video. Um, so yeah, that's how that went. Um, yeah, so I don't know if it's safe to say we're never getting back together. I could be overreacting like I did the first time. Maybe by the time you're watching this, we did get back together. But from what it looks like right now, mm-mm. I think that was the nail in the coffin, so to speak. But I don't know. My naive optimism wants to say, "Oh, just wait, just keep waiting. Something will happen. Just wait like a week, and then you can say you're done. You don't have to cut everything off just yet." And I would love to believe that, but I don't know, man. The current overwhelming evidence says we're done. But I think I don't know, because part of me is like, stop giving into the optimism. It's just gonna make you sad and you're gonna waste time. But yeah, part of me is like, no, because then you can be with them forever and be happy. I don't know. Also, yeah, so I've confirmed beyond a shadow of a doubt that they also still watch these videos, which confuses me because they obviously don't love me anymore, which is just judging by the reactions I got today. So then, like, why are you still here? You know what I'm saying? Like, are they hate watching? Are they watching because they hate me now? Um, Speaking of which, was it? There's this YouTube channel, Subway Takes with Kareem Rama, where it's this guy. He sits on the subway, asks people their takes, and one take was, "Love and hate are the same emotion," which of course is not true. But I did 100% understand the meaning behind that, because whenever you love someone, and whenever you hate someone, regardless of which one it is, you're obsessed with them. And I don't want to be so pretentious, so bold, so arrogant as to say that they're obsessed with me, but I cannot find a logical, rational reason for why they would still be watching these. Is it just for fun? I don't know. Um, I don't know. Anyway, I should go over what I did today because I'm probably over time for this day anyway. I woke up at 4 in the morning, ready to go, because I had two melatonin, so a total of 10 milligrams of melatonin last night, and I woke up at 4 a.m., chipper and spry and ready to start the day. But the thing is it's 4 a.m. I can't start my day at 4 a.m., so I tried going back to sleep. It took me a while, but I ended up going back to sleep, waking up at 7:30, tired, which was really annoying, because I was like, wow, what even? So like the melatonin works too well, essentially. Anyway, work was fine. Stayed till almost 5. Unfortunately, I've gotten to the point where at work, I'm now just doing menial cleaning tasks. Like, I just dusted and swept today to kill time. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. I don't want to do cleaning tasks. I'd rather just get a second job than do cleaning tasks. So I'm just gonna tomorrow. I'm just gonna ask, hey, is there literally anything else I can do? Because I don't want to do menial cleaning tasks like dusting and sweeping. And if they're like, nope, then I'll either go home early or get a second job. I have actually done a little bit of work on the goals today, but let me see. Let me finish today's thought. So then I came home, or no, no, no. On the way home, I got almond milk, soy milk, oat milk, and almond milk. So I've got all the milk alternatives, which I'll be trying over the course of the week. Today, I tried oat milk with corn pops. Oat milk's got a different texture. It's kind of weird. It's kind of like it feels almost thicker and thinner at the same time. A bit more watery, and the flavor is, I think, a bit more muted than regular milk. Um, but it tasted fine in my cereal. I think I might try putting it in a smoothie as well, and also I just tried some of it by itself. So that was pretty cool. So I am making progress currently on the milk goal of trying alternative milks. I got a call from Allstate, which was the insurance of the guy that hit me. So that was kind of cool, I guess. And I think someone's going to come out and take a look at the damages on my car. But I still need to file my own claim. I really should have done that today. But I was stressed out by the fallout that is happening from last week, from posting last week's video. That's a bit of a dramatic word, just kind of what it feels like. Um, Anyway, I did my dailies. I practiced both instruments. I've still got about 43 minutes left in my day. Oh, I also recorded Dredge, which is up on the channel by the time you're watching this. That was a lot of fun. I've been wanting to play that game forever, and it was a lot of fun. So yeah, dailies, instruments, Dredge, milk, uh, and yeah, that's where I'm at with that. I will see you all tomorrow, Tuesday. Hello everyone, and welcome to Tuesday. Today, fairly normal standard day, if I'm being quite honest. After work, oh actually speaking of work, so the pounds are getting lighter as we get closer to the summer, and today we finished up at like 2:30, so I needed to kill 2.5 hours of time. Fortunately, we had a bunch of bags to label, because like I said, I hate the menial cleaning tasks. So I didn't have to do that, which is nice. So I just labeled bags, and then I watched some Fallout, which was pretty fun. And then I came home and I made a smoothie with soy milk, one of the milk alternatives that I got to try just for fun. And honestly, it wasn't that bad. Like maybe even slightly better, if you can believe it, than the regular milk. Because like with the smoothie, it's like there's a lot going on there. It's not just the milk. Like with milk and cereal, I tried what was it, oat milk with cereal the other day, and that was fine. I didn't try the soy milk with cereal. I'll get to that eventually. Um, and then after that, I played some Helldivers. Huge update today. Lots of fun. And then I had a cigarette with ink, and then we had a nice little chat out on the back porch. And then we came in, and I helped clean up her room a bit. And that was pretty much everything. Yeah, I think that's everything. All right, see you Wednesday. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wednesday. Today was good. I left work early today so that me and Ink could do laundry at my dad's house. That was fine. We watched The Batman, or at least most of it, and then we had to go. Um, that was pretty much the most of today. After I came back, I did my dailies, so I practiced guitar, did all that. Um, and that's. Oh, and I played Helldivers too. And that's about it. I did get my cookbook that arrived finally, so looking forward to that. Looking forward to trying new things. I also tried almond milk with my cereal. And one thing I was thinking about was none of the milk alternatives so far. I've tried soy, almond, and oat. They didn't taste bad, which is odd to me because I kind of expected them to taste bad or just not good. Now, I'm thinking like I was expecting them to taste bad because as a kid, like any milk alternative just tasted gross to me. So I was like expecting them to taste bad and then they didn't. I was like, okay, I don't know why that is. I mean, it's not a problem by any means at all. Um, I mean, dare I say they taste kind of good. Like I didn't mind the almond milk, the soy milk, or the oat milk. I just tried them straight as well. The coconut milk, that one might be a doozy. I'm gonna try that tomorrow. Um, but yeah, they none of the milk alternatives tasted bad, which I think is good. But maybe it's just that I also can't taste them. So if I could taste them as well as I used to be able to, maybe I wouldn't like them. I don't know. Also, I'm pretty sure that my hair. I've said this before. I think my hair has now reached permanent middle part levels of length. I haven't actually attempted the any either of the side parts since it's gotten this long. But like you can see, like my little flares are just totally like out of control. Like they go that far. You know what I'm saying? And they don't really stay back very well. And also it's starting to like because it's like there's so much volume back here, it can like go like over the side almost entirely, which is kind of cool. Now I am thinking about trimming it. I think tomorrow I'll trim my beard again. I'll go slightly shorter than I did last time. Um, and I'm thinking about trimming my hair. I don't really know like how to trim hair, so I was thinking maybe I'll keep the top long and then I'll take some off the sides and the back. So like all probably this would be gone, right? But the thing is, I wouldn't go down to like buzz cut. I would just put like a really big guard on, maybe like an 8 or something, and then I would just hit the sides with that. Because I mean, like they're so like look at the like see this is like the side of my head here. It's this long. It's this look at it. It's this long. So like I could take like an 8. I think is the biggest guard that's there, and then just kind of buzz all of that down to an 8 because I think an 8 is probably like 2 inches. It's a very thick guard, so I think that could be cool. It would get it off of my neck. It would get it out of my way pretty much. Um, I would be a little sad to miss the back flares here. I like these ones actually a lot. But also it is kind of annoying to wash and to maintain and to have. And it takes a lot of shampoo and conditioner. And my hair is not even like that long compared to like relative to like long hair. My hair is not even that long, man. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow, Thursday. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Chronicle. I have to be a little bit quiet today because I was supposed to go to bed 48 minutes ago, but I've kind of just been scrolling on my phone, which is my bad. Also, my roommate, I think he's asleep at this point. Anyway, today I woke up fine, other than the smoke detector, which was not going off. There was no fire. It was just beeping. You know how they beep whenever it gets, whenever the battery needs replacing. I'm also really worried that you guys can't actually hear me right now because I'm talking too quiet. I can see the little audio level, but I'm like, do I need to bring it closer? Like, I don't know. I know that you guys can hear every movement of this little thing. Okay. I'm gonna put it right here and hope this is better. Anyway, so today after work it was fine. I stayed till 5, no problem. After that, I went straight to lessons. And after lessons, I went straight to Pouties for schedule time. We played more Splatoon. That was fun. And I left later than I was supposed to. So I got back later than I was supposed to. So I didn't get to do everything that I wanted to. I've done all of my dailies, so that's good. We're looking at 6, I think, dailies completed out of 7 for the whole week so far. So that's good. I also tried coconut milk today with my cereal. Corn Pops is what I've been eating because I wanted like a cereal that was still good, but like fairly neutral. You know what I'm saying? Um, so I bought Corn Pops and honeycombs. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that once. Anyway, so now I have tried all 4 of my milk alternatives, and like I said, they're good. They're actually good. I was genuinely surprised. I was like, I couldn't believe that my palate had changed so much over time because as a kid, if it wasn't cow's milk, I wasn't drinking it. Almond milk? No. Coconut milk? No. Soy milk? No. Cashew milk? No. Oat milk? No. But now like I've got 4 milk alternatives and they all taste just fine. I have no problem with it. Dare I say they're like maybe a little bit better than cow's milk? I'm also I suspect I have a slight, sort of inkling, kind of vague notion, kind of feeling that I might have a little bit of a lactose intolerance thing. I know that that's like fairly common for people to just kind of become lactose intolerant as they get older, and also some people have like different degrees of it. Like some people are like, if I have a glass of milk, I'm gonna crap my pants, and some people are like, my tummy gets a little upset, but other than that, I'm fine, right? Um, I don't really have a whole lot of concrete proof or evidence to back this up. It's kind of just a feeling. Um, but yeah, I think so. Now I've tried all 4 milk alternatives. So my goal behind me is gonna get a check. But I want to try them
in more ways than one. I've tried them all just by themselves, tastes fine. I've tried all of them with cereal, except for soy milk, which I tried with a smoothie. So I want to try all of them in a smoothie as well, and maybe possibly in the overnight oats that I have, except I'm kind of running out of those. So yeah, I also wanted to cut my hair today, but then I'll have to wait until tomorrow because, like I said, I kind of ran out of time today. Or maybe, like, I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna trim my beard. I'm gonna go even shorter on the sides. Last time I went down to a two on like just the sides and everything. Now I'm gonna go down to a one, and just like shave everything off. Here and here. Shouldn't look too bad. Like I said, I'm also thinking about trimming the sides and back of my hair, just getting a really big guard because I feel like it's just kind of overgrown at this point. But then again, I did kind of want to just grow it out as far as I could and see kind of like what happens. It's just I don't really know what to do with it. Like you see this, I don't really like the way this looks. I can kind of do that, but then you see the flare is still there. Um, I don't know. It looks to me, like I said, right now it looks better on camera than it does in person. For some reason, to me in person, it looks a bit more messy. Um, but yeah, that's everything that happened today. I hope I'm okay when I wake up in the morning. I might be like dead tired, cause I don't know, but I feel like I've kind of had a surplus of sleep this week, which like is good and bad, cause like surplus of sleep means it's harder to get to sleep, right? Um, but it also could mean that I need to sleep for less. I've talked about this before, where it feels like I have this kind of like sleep debt, but also like it's possible to have a surplus in the debt. So it's kind of weird where it's like you could sleep for 9 hours one day and then 7 hours the next day instead of going eight on both days. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, yeah, that was pretty much today. Today is like whenever I have schedule time with Pouty on Thursdays, that's kind of all I get to do that day. I go to work, go to lessons, schedule time, and then I'm back here. I did try to leave on time, but there was one thing that I wanted to complete in game. We were playing Splatoon, and I was like, yeah, I'll stick around to complete that. Anyway, tomorrow might be really fun. Little spoiler, little foreshadowing. It could be totally normal. Could be totally normal. Could be totally mundane. Nothing at all could happen. But there's a non-zero chance it could be really fun. Anyway, I will see you all tomorrow, Friday.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Friday. I had to remember what day it was. Um, Today was a normal day, fine day, I guess. I went to work, and we finished up at about 2:30 p.m. So that means that I had to stick around for 2.5 more hours, and so I was just labeling bags. And my boss, who's also my dad, walks into the labeling area, and he's like, "You're really serious about this, huh?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he was like, "How long are you gonna do this for?" And I was like, "Until school starts, probably, assuming I get accepted." And like for some reason, the way he said it implied that it was like a bad thing, but I was like, it must have just been the way he said it, because like I don't think there's anything bad about sticking around and getting a full 8 hours and working 40 hours a week. Honestly, my paychecks are not as big as I wanted them to be. I wanted them to be like $200 more than they are. I was like, man, that's not quite as many hundreds of dollars as I wanted when I started working 40 hours a week. But it's fine. I'm not poor by any means, so that's pretty cool. After work, I came home. I had some food, had a shower, practiced piano, played Helldivers. That's mostly what I mostly played Helldivers today after work because I'm free. I was free today, and I'll probably be free tomorrow and the day after. Which, like I've said this before, sometimes I'll have no plans for the weekend, and then suddenly I'll be totally full on plans for the weekend. I think I should have no plans for this weekend, so I don't know. Hopefully, I'll have some fun, like, I don't know, me time, I guess. I'll get to play games, different games other than Helldivers. Um, I also did my dailies today, and I tried the corn pops with soy milk. So now I have tried all the milk alternatives with corn pops, and I need to try all the milk alternatives in my smoothie, and then yeah, then I think that's kind of everything I can think of with like how else I can consume the milk. You know what I'm saying? I could put it in my overnight oats as well. I guess now that I think about it, I only have like a few of those left, but it should be fine. I think. Also, the dailies. Okay, so the dailies. At one point, my mom was like, she was like, "What are the dailies?" And I was like, "Yeah, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if everyone forgot what I mean when I said I did my dailies." So my dailies are the little daily things that I try to do every day. I removed one of them recently. I removed the one to read sheet music every day, because the point of making that was to prepare myself for the audition. Kind of totally already flubbed the sight reading part of the audition, so I'm removing that goal because I do make the rules. So currently, the dailies are every day I need to take a bite of an apple, eat a tablespoon of honey. Those are both to try and help get rid of my apple allergy because I love apples and I would like to eat them more. And then also to work on my handwriting with my little handwriting book. And then to smell, I've got 7 essential oils off to my left here that you can't see. I need to smell them all every day and hopefully get my sense of taste and smell back. But if I'm being quite honest, it's not looking good for those two. Um, they're still definitely way weaker than they should be. And I don't really know what else to do at this point because the internet was like, do this for a couple months. And I was like, I think I've been kind of doing this for a couple months. I've gotten minor, kind of results. Nothing like crazy. I feel like I can smell maybe a little better, but not a whole lot. Also, I need to trim my beard. I think I'll do that tomorrow. And then I really do want to trim my hair. I think it'll look fine if I just get like the really big 8 guard, and then just do that around the sides and the back and keep the top long. I feel like that should look fine. However, if it doesn't look fine, I'm gonna want to buzz it all clean off again, like I did the first time. So I'm kind of scared to even try to trim it, in fear that it would look totally terrible. Um. So yeah. Also, remember how I said I was scared for my dad to see last week's episode because of the way he is? He texted me and he said, "So we need to meet for lunch," and I'm like, "Oh goodness gracious." Don't worry, he said he still loves me, so it should be fine. Um, but yeah, that should be fine. I think that's gonna happen this weekend. I've also got Bible study in the morning tomorrow. It's also really warm in the apartment. It's like 74 right now. The heat is not on, by the way. It's just 74 in here, and the heat's not on. So that's kind of cool, I guess. Um, like I'm thinking about turning on the AC, which that's weird that I should have to do that because it's like 52 outside right now. So how's it 74 in here when I don't have the heat on? You know what I'm saying? I think it's just residual heat, which is pretty cool. But like at the same time, I don't think we pay for the gas. I think is that what the gas is that what does that? That's what heats your house, gas. That bill is fixed. I think all of our water, our gas, and our electric. I think it's a fixed bill. Actually, probably not the electric, but the gas and the water are fixed, meaning they don't change. It's the same every single month, regardless of how much we use or how often we use it, which is pretty cool because that means we can run it like all the time. But yeah, it's the electricity that the price changes. The bill will go up or down per month. And I don't think using the AC slash heating affects the electric bill. I think it would be the gas bill if the gas bill changed. Anyway, that's about all today. Oh, also I had to clean up after Ink because she left for the weekend with her boyfriend for Valentine's Day, and she left all of her dirty dishes in the kitchen, and she left some food out, and she left the myriad of Valentine's gifts from her boyfriend on just the floor of the living room, and now there's glitter all over my beanbag chair. Um, so that's cool, I guess. Um, anyway, I will see you all tomorrow, Saturday. Oh wait. One quick note. Yesterday I said tomorrow could be fun. It's because my coworkers were thinking about getting drinks to celebrate one of our coworkers' promotions. We didn't do that. We're gonna do that next week probably. Anyway, see you all tomorrow. Hello everyone and welcome to Saturday. So fun day. Ink is gone for the weekend with her boyfriend, so I've just been enjoying a lot of nice me time. Alone in the house with a nice clean kitchen, thanks to myself. Lots of Helldivers, which is usually more of a guilty pleasure. And I'll admit it still kind of is, even when I do have all this free time. Like on the weekend. So I woke up. I felt great when I woke up. If I'm being honest, if we're being so for real right now, I felt great when I woke up, which is you guys know is highly unusual. It's like, man, I woke up and I was like, wow, that sleep just hit the spot. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was some good sleep, and I had a dream too. fairly good one. I won't go into detail, but it was a good, nice dream. A great dream. Whoops, where's my thumb at? And then I woke up. Um, yeah, I woke up and then went straight to Bible study. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Nice people there. Lots of fun. There was food too. After that, I went straight to the gym because I had some pastries, kind of like some bread, like muffins at Bible study. Went straight to the gym, full body calisthenic workout. Felt not bad. Could have felt better, during the workout. But I got through the workout just fine. But it was weird. On the way home, I got super super nauseous. Like I could genuinely throw up nauseous. So I like kind of stumbled inside, and then I sat in front of the toilet. And the thing is I do not like throwing up. Right? Like I just don't want to throw up. I think that's a fairly normal human thing to experience, but I just do not like. I hate throwing up. I don't want to do it. So like I sat down or I so I kind of like kneeled in front of the toilet and I was like, do I really want to throw up right now or not? Because if I throw up, I might feel better, right? But like after the whole throwing up process, which is usually very not fun, um, I was like, I don't know, because like I don't want to throw up, and I don't want to feel nauseous. If I throw up, I won't feel nauseous, but I don't want to throw up. So it's like, what do I do in the situation? So what I did was I was also really hot from the workout. I think maybe I should have turned on the AC in the car, right? Because it was like it's 70 in the gym, and I worked out, and then it's been warming up recently, which is nice. So normally it's cold, but it was kind of humid and warm-ish today. So I was kind of hot all the way home, so maybe that didn't help. Um, and I was honestly so exhausted for some reason that I like didn't even want to like move my hand over to turn on the AC. You know what I'm saying? So I got home. I'm super hot. I go to the bathroom. I just I take my shirt off and I just lay down on the floor. I close my eyes and I just breathe for about 2 minutes. It was hard to tell how long it was. I don't think it was more than four. But then I felt better for some reason, just magically like that. I just laid down and closed my eyes. I breathed, and then I was better. I don't even know what caused the nausea because I know that after way back after taking time off of the gym to apply to KU, when I went back to the gym, I couldn't do my normal workout without just getting incredibly lightheaded to the point where it's like I'm fighting to not pass out, right? Um, I think maybe it's just like I need more cardio or something. Anyway, so that's what happened after the gym. I kind of laid down on the floor for a while, and then I was fine after that. So I started taking care of myself. I took a shower after that. I made a smoothie. Also, I specifically bought the handheld shower filter that I did. Is it right? So it's like a little handheld shower because there are very few times, fortunately, where I am so tired, whether mentally or physically, that I cannot or do not want to stand in the shower because it's so tiring. Um, so with the handheld one, you can sit down and like you can like hold it and then just kind of like wash yourself, however. Now you can technically, of course, sit down in any shower, but the thing is as when you sit down, because you're so far away from the shower head, right? It covers like your whole body. So it's like, how am I supposed to apply, the body wash? Because usually what I do is I apply the body wash, right? Kind of like lather up, and then you rinse off, right? Well, you can't do that whenever you're constantly being rinsed off by the shower if you were sitting down, right? Um, so that's why I did that. Anyway, so I bought the handled shower and I just sat down in the shower and had a shower and it was great. After that, I made a smoothie with almond milk because I talked about the almond milk or the milk alternatives at Bible study. And I remember I mentioned the milk alternatives. I was like, I got milk alternatives just for fun. And I see one guy genuinely go, he was like, huh? So I was like, yeah. They were talking about how almond milk is good in smoothies, and I was like, well, I've tried the soy milk already, so we'll try the almond milk in my smoothie. It was much thinner than usual. Um, so that's cool, I guess. The taste was pretty good, if I'm being honest. But yeah, like I added like a cup, maybe like a cup and a half, because usually like with the regular cow's milk, it can get really thick with like the protein powder and the yogurt and all that. But it was pretty thin with the almond milk, and I was like, okay, so maybe I can, whenever I do use almond milk, I can use less, and it'll still be a nice smooth consistency. So that was good, and then after that, I think after the smoothie, I practiced piano, and then I stopped to have some more food. I had some leftovers, and a soda, and then I finished practicing piano, and then I think I played more Helldivers. I did trim my beard. I didn't touch the sides of like the main part here. I did a one on the this kind of the side far sides and like the sideburns. And I talked about this last time, but like guys, look, this side of my face, it just grows a little bit more. Like you see how this is kind of like reaching for this, like they want to connect, versus this side not reaching nearly as much. You can kind of see it on the front here. I know it's most noticeable right here. That's just how it grows. That's genuinely just how it grows. I thought about doing a one and then like kind of taking this off right here, and then I could trim. I could maybe do something similar here, but it's like that's literally just how it grows. So like I don't know if I trim it right, it might look weird because it's like you would see like the little bits under there that might be darker. So yeah. Anyway, I just left it how it was because I was like, I'm sure most people aren't even gonna notice. So yeah. So yeah, I trimmed my beard. That was nice. Still thinking about trimming my hair. I don't know if I want to. I did do a little bit of guitar catch up today. And I know this is already going on. I'm pretty sure this is already going on quite long. I've talked about quite a bit. I didn't do a whole lot that's crazy productive. I texted Bones and I was like, "Hey, the weather's warming up. Do you want to play outside next week?" She was like, "Yeah, I'm free Tuesday." So hopefully, me and Bones are gonna play outside on Tuesday, and that's gonna be a lot of fun. Also, my dad came over. He was like, "Hey, it was just like a catch up. As parents do. Uh, like he was gonna be like, "Hey, we should get food." Then he was like, "Actually, what if we just didn't get food?" And then I came over to your place and checked it out because I haven't seen it yet. And also, he said sometimes food can be a variable for me, which is very true. So that's nice of him to be considerate like that. We just caught up. It was fine. We shared a -196. That was pretty good. It should have been refrigerated, man. If I would have known, I would have had no problem refrigerating it beforehand because I was like the moment I tasted it, it was the same with the hard monster. The moment I tasted it, I was like, this should be cold. Um, so yeah, it was still good though. Anyway, I think that's everything. I meant to go grocery shopping, and then I kind of forgot because I played Helldivers, which is a lot of fun. Yippee! I think I'll go tomorrow though. I also did look at some of the recipes in my cookbook, so I'm gonna look at them a bit more thoroughly, and then I'm gonna get some groceries for those tomorrow. Um, yeah, I got a workout. I think that's everything. Feels like I did a lot, but at the same time, not a lot. I did do some guitar catch up, which is very good. I think I'm pretty close to finishing that. Um, Oh yeah, I meant to file that insurance claim as well, and I thought about working on a song. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow though. Like I said, it is a bit odd to be completely free. Like I had no plans today with other people, I should say, other than like Bible study. Um, Sometimes my weekends get taken over by surprise plans. Uh, but yeah, I think that's good. I will see you all for the final report tomorrow, Sunday. Hey everyone, before the little Sunday starts, I just wanted to make a video to show off the fit. I thought it looked really good. I've got shoes on too and the white socks. I wanted to make this fit specifically because oftentimes people wear all black, and I was like, has anyone ever tried wearing all white? Now, of course, I know this has been done before, but I remember buying these white shorts a while ago, and I was like, white fit. I think it's pretty cool. It's not like entirely 100% white, but it's mostly white. And I remember there was this one like YouTube kind of skit channel. They made a skit around the concept of Omi, which is emo backwards. And instead of wearing all black and dressing in like goth and black makeup, you would wear white. Anyway, I just wanted to point out the fit before, just because I think this is like it's really cool in my head. So yeah. Hello everyone and welcome to Sunday and welcome to the final day of the weekly report. um, as you just saw, there was a little clip of me in my Sunday best. I really liked the outfit. Just wanted to share it. That was that. Um, I was thinking about like removing that because I was like, it's not that important. But I was like, I think it's a really cool outfit, so I'll leave it in. Anyway, today I woke up feeling bad. I don't know why. I woke up in the middle of the night. I don't know why. What? Why did my desktop audio just spike? Oh, Discord notifications. Okay. Um, I woke up in the middle of the night. Don't know exactly when. I didn't check. I was just like, I'm awake. Why am I awake? I don't know. Went back to sleep. Woke up and I was like, ugh. You know what I'm saying? I was feeling terrible. But it was, I mean, not that bad. I just got ready for church and then I went to church. After church, I hit something on the way home. I went to Target on the way home just to get like some, basic kind of errands, kind of groceries, kind of stuff, and then I came back. I had a breakfast sandwich. Very simple, very quick and easy breakfast sandwich recipe I like. It's kind of just like a regular lunch sandwich. So it's bread, mayo, turkey, cheese, and then normally there would be two different kinds of meat on my sandwich for lunch. But I sub one of the kinds of meat for eggs. It was two fried eggs, and it was quite good. Um, After that, I went to Aldi, got some groceries. I got some food or some ingredients for a couple new recipes that I want to try. Where did my sticky notes go? There they are. Okay. I got a couple ingredients for a couple recipes that I want to try from my new cookbook that I got. Looking forward to those. What I'm not looking forward to is like how whenever I get home from work, I'm like usually super tired and or hungry. Now usually what I do is I just have food that is sort of quick or easy to make, like say a smoothie. Um, so it's like I don't know if I want to prepare a whole dinner after like coming home from work. Like and when I'm tired, like it's a lot harder to do that. Now I do have snacks. That's what snacks are good for. It's to give you the energy to make actual food. But yeah, it's like I don't know. It's just I get kind of like anxiety, and I'm like, oh, I don't know how to do this. Blah blah blah. But the cookbook I got came with little videos, QR codes to videos. So it's like that's pretty cool. So a lot of that's removed from the equation, the anxiety at least. Anyway, got groceries, errands. I practiced both of my instruments. Haven't done my dailies yet. I think I'm gonna do them after this, and then we're looking at 6 out of 7 dailies completed. So that's pretty good. That's I think the highest score we've had since I started implementing that new system. Um, Practice instruments. Oh yeah. Okay, I think I'll get to that later. Instruments. I think that's kind of it. Played a lot of Helldivers, which is a lot of fun. I think I should maybe do a little less. I don't know, cause I had so much free time today. I had the entire day to myself, kind of similar to yesterday, which I'm not really used to, but it's fine. Um, Looking at the goals. Yeah, that's kind of it for today. Um, Okay, let's talk about the goals now. So two were completed this week. One of them was milk. This got 3 check marks because I bought 4 different milk alternatives. I tried the milk in my cereal, I tried the milk in smoothies, and I tried the milk in overnight oats. So that's pretty good. Also, I canceled the write a song goal. Believe me, I want to, but like I was sitting, like I've got my stuff on the floor right now. I've got my Mac, I've got my MIDI interface, and I've got my keyboard all on the floor right now. And I was like trying. It's just like it feels bad and it's not fun. So like I don't even know if it's worth it at that point. Cause like the way it is music is kind of like art or like drawing for me when if I'm not inspired, it is really hard to draw. Like if I don't have something that I want to draw, it's really hard to draw and it's really not fun and I just feel bad after doing it and while doing it. And that's what like I was trying to do with the song. I was like, okay, I picked out like instruments. I was like, this, that, whatever, piano. And I was making it and I was like, this just sucks and I don't want to do it and it's not fun. I know I've made that goal to write a song like time and time again, and I've canceled it, remade it, redone it, reorganized it, whatever. I just, I've never considered myself the creative type. I don't think I'm very creative, and I think you need to be creative to write a song, or at least inspired. And I just don't, I'm just not inspired at the moment. I've said before, like, sometimes just choruses, I'll get choruses for songs in my head, but you need more than just a chorus to make a song. It's like, I've, like, the chorus, that one chorus, which probably totals out to, like, several seconds of a song, it sounds great, but I don't know, I don't even have a clue in the world on where to go, like, after that. Maybe I need to like revamp my process. I don't know, man. I was starting with chords. I was like, okay, these chords are kind of cool, and we can work a melody around that or whatever. But I was just like, this is not fun. So I canceled that goal. I don't know if anyone actually cares. But yeah, okay. In terms of goals in progress, the guns goal is in progress. My mom looked at the classes; they were all full, and there's none listed. No, there's no more listed. So I think if we wait a week, they'll make more, and then we can join those. The guitar catch up is in progress. I'm actually much closer than I thought I was to finishing that one. The handstand goal is in progress. I worked on that yesterday at the gym. I'm still making progress. The whistle goal is still in progress. I tried whistling by making an S sound, so it's like. Hold on, hold on. Yeah, I'm not making it. Not recreating it now. But I did kind of do it earlier, and also like at the gym when I was just like exhaling, just like. So I noticed there was every now and then there would be like a whistle noise, and I was like, okay, that's cool, I guess. Um, the dailies, yep. Winter goal. Actually, was it the first day of spring is next month, so I need to have a fire with some friends and then roast an apple over a fire for that. February goal to cook. Low key, that one's kind of like cooked. No pun intended. Not really. It's just that like I didn't get the cookbook until like I think earlier this week. Um, so I got and like we're already halfway through the month now. So I probably won't do as many recipes as I wanted to for February. I guess I could just extend it into March. Um, but yeah, the what else? Guns. Okay, the file a claim goal to file insurance still in progress because the app literally does not work, and neither does the website. I tried both. I just need to call them. I was thinking about it all week. I just kept getting distracted, so I'll probably just do it tomorrow, um, and then you'll hear about it next week. But yeah, I need to file a claim because my bumper's kind of fucked up, and I need to get it fixed. Uh, yeah. I don't think there's anything really wrong with the car. It seems to run just fine. It just looks really bad. So I was like, I technically I could do nothing, but I think it'd be better to because like you pay for insurance, that's what it's for. So why do might as well use it essentially. And I think that's where we're at with all the goals. I did add one today called oats, which is for overnight oats. So I recently, a while ago, I bought some oats overnight, which is the name of a company that sells overnight oats. And it's super quick and easy. Tastes better than bad. Um, but I am running out. So I'm just going to trial and error over the course of next week, make my own overnight oats, just with like whatever milk, oats, yogurt, protein powder. I'm thinking Oreos. I could put some crushed Oreos in there, and then I could make like a cookies and cream kind of overnight oats. That could be really good. Um, yeah, I did try some today. I think I just tried almond milk and oats and protein powder, and I just shook it up and put it in the fridge. So we'll see how that goes. I think that's all the goals. Um, let's go for the journal now. I think. Um, okay, I usually go through these quickly. Monday, after work today, I practiced both instruments, did my dailies, and recorded some dredge. I also got 4 milk alternatives to try just for fun. And then the quote is, should I give in to optimism? Relating to whatever. Tuesday, after work today, I played Helldivers, made a smoothie with soy milk, and had a cigarette with ink, and then helped her clean her room a bit too. And there is, no quote. Wednesday, I left work early today so that me and Ink could do laundry at Dad's. After that, I got home and played Helldivers, did my dailies, and tried some almond milk with my cereal. And then the quote is, I really need to file that claim. That was on Wednesday. Thursday, after work, I had lessons in Splatoon with Pouty. After that, I also did my dailies, and that's pretty much it. Tomorrow could be fun. And then that thing never happened tomorrow, which was getting drinks, but that's fine because we're doing that next week, I think. Friday, after work today, I took care of myself, did my dailies, played Helldivers, tried my cereal with soy milk, and cleaned up after Ink because she left me with a mess for the weekend. And then the quote is, I associate with production. Because one time, or was it not one time, earlier this week, we had a new guy in the factory, and usually what we do is during the regular 10:45 a.m. meeting, we all introduce ourselves, and usually what we do. And I like to be overly formal, just for fun. I say, hi, my name is Asher, I'm a production associate, and I've been with the company for 3 years. Then everyone gets a good laugh out of that. And then after the meeting, during questions, one of my coworkers was like, how is Asher a production associate if he doesn't associate with anyone? He said that because I think it's fairly well known that I don't talk to people. I'm not really friends with anyone. And then I responded with, I associate with production because I do.
Saturday, I woke up and went straight to Bible study today, and after that, I went to the gym. I had a smoothie with almond milk too. I played Helldivers, trimmed my beard, and did my dailies too. I even cut up on guitar a bit. And the quote is, "I feel like I did so much and not a lot."
Yeah, that's kind of what happened. What today was like too. I think I should have recorded some games. I think I definitely should have done that. I mean, I did thoroughly practice. I think both instruments, which is good, because that means that I don't have to practice both instruments next week until like next. I don't have to practice both instruments in one day next week, which is good. Um, and yeah, that's the journal. I guess we're making good time on this. I don't know. I know yesterday was fairly long. I went on for a while. But yesterday was a bit more eventful. Today it's like I was kind of just home all day, which is good. I don't know. I wanted to enjoy the weather, but I didn't really have any one or thing to enjoy the weather with. I guess then again, I didn't actually reach out. I kind of just hung out here because I was like, I need to be productive, and I need to be productive by myself, by my own means. And then I worked on a song, and that nothing really came of that. I just got like groceries, played games, practiced instruments. Yeah, that's everything. Um, Also, I figured I should wrap up the whole situation where last week I poured my heart and soul out into the video, reaching out to someone saying, "Hey, please take me back." They didn't, obviously, which was to be expected, honestly. And like, I think it feels good to get all of that out of my system. Like, I've honestly forgotten about them at this point. Because what I did was I literally put all of my emotions and feelings into the video, and now that they're out of me, I feel better. I feel fine. I'm over it. Um, I was thinking about like recapping the whole story that happened between us from like start to finish, but I was like, I don't care anymore. Um, so yeah, that's that's how that ends. Yeah, I was gonna be like, this is how it started, this is how it ended, but I was like, what's the point? I don't know. Yeah, goals journal. I think that is everything. Um, yeah, I felt like I had so much to talk about yesterday, and it feels weird to not have a whole lot to talk about today. Um, but then again, sometimes I have things to talk about and I just forget about them. But I think that's everything. Yeah. All right. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next week. Bye.